down, Tatiana. Pick it up, your mama. Bust down, Tatiana. And give it to me, little mama. Hey.
Hi guys, it's a girl Tatiana or Tati or whatever you wanna call me, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, if this is the first time you're seeing my face, love back. I want you to hit that subscribe button and turn on that post notification bell so you can become part of the Tati family. There's only fun and vibes over here. Alright? And in today's video, I'm doing like a back to school series because I asked all you on my Instagram, Triniyoutuber and Triniyoutuber, if all you want a back to school series, and all you say yes, right? And the majority of all you say all you in secondary school, form 4 and 5. So I was like, okay, the first video I will make will be for form 4s and 5. I had like 5 or 6 all you say all you in form 2 and 3. So I just tell all you to let's send me questions separately, right? Alright, so the topics, the topics I'm going to be covering in this video will be subjects / classes, studying / study timetable, CSEC, SBAs, friends, and you, right? That will be different topics I'll be touching on in this video. Alright, let's go to your classes. That is so obvious. Go to your classes. Right now we're in Zoom call, we're in Zoom classes, we online. You know if school go open anytime soon, you know if it go open in September, if it go open in January, we don't know, right? But as for online classes, attend every class for me, please, when you reach form 4, because I tell you, them 2 years, form 4 and 5 will fly real fast. Real fast, it really does, right? So go to your classes, attend your Zoom calls. Stop lying and saying your internet shut down. Your internet is shut down because I see you on Instagram and on Facebook and on WhatsApp. But you can't join my Zoom call. Join the Zoom call for me, please. Pay attention. Alright, when you're in form 4, ask about your SBAs. I know people go say, oh, but you don't have to do SBA until you reach standard. Hold on. You don't have to know about your SBA till you reach form 5. You don't have to know about your SBA till you reach form 5. They like to say that. But SBAs are a real funny thing, eh? And you just come back and bite in your bottom real quick. Them 3 terms in form 4 go fly real fast. So I telling you, ask about your SBAs as you reach in form 4. Ask your teacher, say, Miss, I want to find out about my SBA to give me some information. Some information is you could just ask about how much percentage it holds, how much marks it is, like the different areas you have to cover, how your question is supposed to look, how the structure your SBA is supposed to look, right? Which section carrying the most marks, them kind of thing. And you could also start to think about what topic you want to do for your SBA, right? So it's good that you get these things in form 4, so when you reach form 5, you ain't gonna have to, beat up yourself and start to panic and start to feel frustrated and stressed or wherever, right? Because I'm telling you, the say form 5 is 3 terms. It does really be 2. Because that third term, all you study in a CSEC. All you study in a CSEC in that third term. So it's best to find out about these things, your SBAs and things, early, right? In form 4, find out where is your weak subject. The first 2 terms in form 4, you will realize which subject is your weak subject. You understand? Say if you're doing 7 subjects, right? Out of them 7 subjects, maths and English might be your worst subject. I'm not saying forget about the other 5 subjects you're doing. I'm not saying that, right? But when you find out, or when you had to know yourself, when you realize, well, oh gosh, maths and English is my weakest subject, and you're in form 4. Then 3 terms you have in form 4, focus a lot, put extra work into them subjects you're weak in. Put extra work, extra effort into them subjects you're weak in. Because I'm telling you, when you reach form 5, you don't want to play catch up. I like to say that, and I like to say you don't want to play catch up, right? And some people will be like, you know what? I don't need them 2 subjects. I just need 5 subjects to pass CSEC. Okay, but it gonna be nice if you get, a little 6, a little 7. You want to see that, you get real passes. So as I say, figure out which subject is your weak subject in Form 4. So when you reach Form 5, you're the top of your game on all your subjects. All your subjects is your number one subjects. You understand? Nobody could cut style on you when you reach Form 5 and you're ready to sit CSEC. You understand? Dealing with teachers. Now, I would say, first thing I want to say is have respect for your teachers, because the ones who does really do their job and they put in their best foot forward, just be respectful to them, because you don't want to get on them bad side when they're grading your papers and when they're grading your SBAs. Be respectful to your teachers. Don't matter how hard it is. Please try to be respectful to your teachers. Now, I understand how some teachers, especially how we dealing with everything virtually right now and online. When you email them or you message them about a certain subject or something they didn't understand, they wouldn't answer you, right? I deal with teachers like this in the past. They don't really give much notes. They don't really explain properly. When you bounce up a teacher like this, you just really feel to give up on the subject and you just be like, me need this subject, I don't have to pass this subject, whatever. By the end of the day, it benefiting you, right? So here what you have to do, you have to teach yourself. You have to learn how to teach yourself, right? Speaking from my past experience, I had a teacher, never used to teach plenty, right? She used to come, go on the board, write some notes. She would tell you an assignment, she would give you an assignment. She would tell you what to read in the book at Form 4 and at Form 5, right? What I did, and I'm telling you all can do this as well. Take down every note, do every assignment, and read everything the teacher tell you to read. But find your way of teaching yourself. Find your way. Find a strategy that you could teach yourself, right? Every note, as I say, take on every note, do every assignment, and read every topic in the book. When the teacher come in class and teach the topic, go back home or go in your book, because we done home already. Go back in your book and read over the topic from your textbook. Highlight as much as you can. Go up on YouTube, find YouTube videos and teach yourself. It will be hard, you understand? It will be hard, but if you want to pass, that is what you have to do. Find your method of studying, right? We have so much different methods of studying. Some people is virtual, some people is visual learners. Some people they have to continuously write down something for it to stick in their brain, for them to remember it. Some people that speak out loudly so they can remember the work, right? You have to figure out your way of studying, and the only way you can do that is by actually studying. Try out different methods, and the one that sticks out to you and you realize, well, I can remember this topic when I do it this way, do it that way. Past papers for studying / revision, same thing, right? When you finish a topic, I will say mostly do this in Form 5. When you finish a topic in a subject, find a past paper that only deals with that topic, right? Find a past paper that only deals with that topic and do it. Every time you finish a topic in a subject, find a past paper to support it. And know what I'm telling you, this does real work. You just remember things real easy when you do this, right? Because remember, papers does repeat itself when it comes to CSEC. The next thing I want to talk about is SBAs, right? SBAs could save your tail in CSEC. SBAs could save your life in CSEC. You understand, right? I personally almost failed maths. My SBA helped me pass maths, right? My advice to all you on SBAs is get an outline of your SBAs. Know your percentage. Know how much marks it is, right? Know your deadlines for SBAs. Meet your deadlines for SBAs for me, please. Because I tell all you don't want to play catch up when time running out on all you. I'm telling you, Form 5 does finish real quick. Them 2 terms does fly fast. But that 3rd term is only CSEC, right? Always save drafts of your SBA, right? Always save drafts of your SBA. Save your first draft, your second draft, and your final draft. Save them. right? And here how to save them. They want to have a flash drive, an email, and a Google Drive. A Google Drive? Is Google Drive? I think it's Google Drive. You want to have 3 of them things. Have your flash drive so you can save it on your flash drive. But flash drive can get what? Viruses. Because this happened to me twice. I finished my whole geography SBA, put it on the flash drive, put it on our computer, flash drive get virus, whole SBA gone. Whole SBA gone. I was able to save some of it because I did email myself some of my SBA information. Right? So always email yourself your SBA when you finish it. When you finish a draft, email yourself your SBA. Have it on a flash drive and also save it to Google Drive. When you have to do questionnaires for your SBA, get the questionnaires out of the way first. Get them questionnaires out of the way as fast as possible. Because you see to random people to fill out your questionnaires last minute. Get your questionnaires filled out for your SBA as soon as possible for me. Please. CSEC. My advice for CSEC is past papers is your best friend. I think that is common sense at this time. Past papers is your best friend for CSEC. Because all you know, CSEC had the tendency, the questions had the tendency of repeating itself. They might word it different, but it's the same question. Right? Past papers is your best friend. Paper 1 and paper 2. Do them thing like your life depend on it. You understand? When your CSEC timetable come out, print it out and stick it somewhere where you can see it every day, every morning when you wake up. As you look to your right, as you look to your left, your CSEC timetable watching you in your face. That is just to remind you that time running out. And if you didn't start to study, you better start to study now. Now, I know that we're in a pandemic and CSEC have tendency to change exam dates, right? So, all you doing, CSEC and keep next year, please God. I don't know if they will do the same thing all you do to students that did CSEC this year and CSEC last year. But the amount of time CSEC changed the dates to exams. Because I do keep last year. And my exams move about 5 times. Until I get a final exam date, right? You might lose motivation. So you will lose, I don't even say you might, you will lose motivation. You will feel like you don't want to do the exam anymore. Get that thought out of your head for me, please. Because we only have one job. And I still get 1s and 2s over here. We only have one job, right? So get that thought out of your head. Right? Don't give up. Please don't give up. Because you will start to lose motivation. Please don't give up. When that started happening to you, take some time for yourself. And that is my next point. My next point is take some time for yourself when you're dealing with CSEC. Right? Because you will start to burn out yourself. Yes, I'm saying study. Yes, I'm saying do past papers. Yes, I'm saying have a timetable unlocked so you know when your exam's coming up. But take some time for yourself to breathe, to get back that motivation and to pray. Right? Right. Time yourself when you're doing past papers. Because in that exam room, time does, for some reason, it does double. It does move real quick. Time yourself when you're practicing past papers, please. Because you will get accustomed, your brain, your hands, everything will get accustomed to finish everything in a certain amount of time. Right? Just time yourself when you're doing practice papers. It does pay off and you will see the results, right? Especially in your weak subjects. That if you listen to me, when I tell you in Form 4 to find out what your weak subjects was, right, we would not be having this discussion. But if you know you're weak in a subject and you know you're going to take a long in that subject to finish, when you're doing past papers, time yourself. So you're going to know how to move when it comes to the exams, right? The next topic I want to talk about is friends. And I'm putting this here because I see this happen plenty. I see it happen in Form 5. I even see it happen in Form 6. Right? It have some of your friends that go say they don't do anything. They go say they don't know anything. They go say they're not studying. They go say they don't really care about CSEC or whatever, and they go play the fool 24/7. And when results come out, them come out with 1s and 2s, and you come out with 4s and 5 because you was following and listening to them. When you're in Form 4 and 5, you had to try to think for yourself. Don't listen to your friends if they're doing stupidness. Don't listen to your friends if they're not studying, if they're not really taking on CXC, if they're not taking on CSEC. Time to distance yourself. You don't want to distance yourself for a long period of time, but time to try to distance yourself from that nonsense now. For them saying, oh, them not taking it on them, try to distance yourself. You go and pick up your book. You go and find where your weak subject, your strong subject. You go and do your past papers for me, please, because at the end of the day, when you see this screen in front of you and your bamsy clapping, your friends not going to be next to you to open the results with you, right? Last thing I want to say is know yourself. Know how much you could take. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself and say I'm studying and you know you're not studying, right? Don't lie to yourself and say, well, I understand, you know you don't understand. Know yourself. Don't lie to yourself. Find ways to deal with things, with stress. When it comes, find ways to deal with stress. Find ways to deal with your mental health in Form 4 and 5. Because even though it's only Form 4 and 5, you're still human and you will still feel a kind of how, you will still feel tired, you will still feel stressed. Know yourself, and learn your coping mechanisms. Know how to take care of yourself in them 2 years, Form 4 and 5, right? As I say, don't burn out yourself and do not panic, right? Study, yes, but don't overstudy. Don't panic. Don't start to get frightened when the day is coming closer to CSEC, right? Just try to stay as calm as possible. The secret to passing everything is prayers and hard work. That is all I have to tell you. Prayers and hard work will get you very far. And if you aim past your subjects, or if you aim past, I'm not even saying that negativity, but I have to say it. If you aim past a subject, or if you aim past CSEC, it's not the end of the world. Get up and go back and do it again. Get up and try again, right? It don't define failing a subject or passing a subject don't define you as a person. You understand? You know you work hard. You know you put in the work. If you fail, get up and try again. But I know my subscribers, or you're not failing nothing, or they're passing it 1s and 2s, right? A 3, good 2. A 3, good 2. Love that is a pass. So if you get a 3, don't let nobody tell you, oh well, you get a 3 in that subject. You still pass, because I get 3s too. Person asked me, I think it was subjects to pick in Form 3 to do business subjects in Form 4. So I'll put the question here. I didn't do business subjects for CSEC, but I do business subject for CAPE. So I would advise you to do, of course, do principles of business, accounting, OA, where you have to do maths, and talk to your teachers and ask them any other business subjects that you have that you could take to it, right? If you want to do business, ask the teachers for some advice on which are good business subject to take, so on and so forth. But do accounting because boy, you'll catch your tail. If you're planning to further business, and after secondary school you're planning to further business and you didn't do accounting, you will catch your tail. I know, because it happened to me. But yeah, that was really all for this video. That was part 1 in my back to school series. Part 2 might come out next week. I'm supposed to do 3 parts, but part 2 is dealing with Form 6 alone, and part 3 I think it's a back to school haul or something. So I'm not sure if part 3 will be, but like, comment and subscribe for more videos and more content. See you all here in my next video. Bye.
My life has some of them don't know about work so hard, me still about some me no know. But that don't mean me have to slow down. Cut through the pain, the little faith, but not so all out.